So I introduce about myself first. Okay. So this is Arjun Anand, and I work as SAP FICO consultant, and I carry 12 plus years of experience. All of, and I'm a certified consultant as well. This is my background, and as we everyone know that. So why we are here? That means like. You know the agenda already for this meeting that we're going to understand about SAP FICO, some information about I'm going to share you with you, and I hope it's going to be helpful lot. And there are many people like I will take it as a generic. So why I'm telling this? See, there are people with some experience relating to SAP, maybe as an end user, or some people may not be having any idea of SAP, and some people may have some idea. They might have done some Google or R&D, and they have some idea, and like this, we get different combination of people here. So keeping in this mind, I'm going to take up this demonstration with the three concepts. Okay. So I repeat. So I'm keeping all the people in the consideration. That means those who have having some idea of SAP and having some experience and have some no idea, like you may not have any idea. You may have to understand actually what is these skills and all like this. So what I do here, I take up I take up this with the three questions. One is the concept. Let us try to understand a simple basic concept that is basics about SAP. This is first. The second thing is how SAP ERP built, and the final one is career opportunities with SAP. That means yes, of course, everyone has required an idea of like how SAP skills, like specifically if I talk about SAP FICO, how it's beneficial to us and how this skills will help you to get into a good career path and other things. These are the questions will be there. To understand that one, we must have some little bit idea of SAP. That's it. So it's hardly take you 20 to 25 minutes of time. That's it. Okay. I request your patience till that time, and in case in between, if you get any questions or else you may get some like doubts or something, you can mention, you can raise your hand and you can ask, or else I request you can wait for the like 20 minutes, then I'll clarify all your doubts at the end. I hope you got the agenda and the clarity of what we are going to do. Now we'll start. I'm going to start up with what exactly we are going to understand about SAP in this session. So let me start up with the first one, the concept, the basic, simple, basic idea of SAP. Actually, many people may not be having idea actually what is SAP and other things. And there is one confusion with many people that okay, many people think that SAP is a software name. Actually, it's not a software name. It's a company name. The SAP full form of SAP is system, application, and product in data processing. There's a full form. This company is based from Germany. It's based out from Germany, and this company develops ERP software. That means software means that ERP we know already. What is ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning, which is used in companies to handle the business activities. The latest version of SAP ERP is S4HANA. That means this is the name of the ERP. Just like we have mobile phone, right? Like iPhone 16, iPhone 15, iPhone, that's the version. Just like S4 HANA is the latest name of the ERP because they have many ERPs before that names, the versions. And this software is which is used more than 180 plus countries, and lakhs of companies are using this software around the world. This is a basic. Next, let us go to the second question. The second question is if you are very new to SAP, That means you have idea, some idea, but you are trying to understand SAP. You may not able to understand what is actually SAP FICO, what is this MM, what is this ST. Like maybe you might have heard some words, terminologies. You are not getting that idea. So that questions will get clarified with this. So how this SAP can be understood with a new person? When you look into SAP, you see modules within that. These modules are based out, or else we are based out based on the business processes, and also these modules we can say from software point of view, like programs, applications, like that. These modules based on business processes. Say, for example, in any business, generally we see this accounting process, reporting, sales, HR, inventory, like this different activities relating to businesses we see in business process we see. And SAP modules are designed to handle these processes. Say, for example, to handle accounting process, we have a module called financial accounting. To handle reporting process, specifically internal financial reports can be handled using controlling module. Sales and distribution for sales. These are the module names which I'm entering here in SAP to handle this particular activities. Human capital management for HR. Inventory activities like we can handle using material management. Like this, every module which is designed to handle different business processes. And like this, SAP is not limited to only 5 or 6. It has more than 50 plus modules like this. More than 50 plus modules. So why it has more than 50 plus modules? Because SAP is designed to handle almost all the business activities. Almost all the business activities we can handle through with these applications, modules of different industries. This software can be used in retail, service-oriented businesses, manufacturing companies can use this. That means this one ERP which serves the different business and which we can handle different businesses using this. Let me take an example. Say when a company which is belongs to manufacturing company which is using SAP and they have the production process. Generally, manufacturing industries will be having production process. That production process can be handled using production planning module. A module which is designed to handle production process. A module which is designed to handle production process. And this production process, production planning module, which is designed to handle production process, that means which is not useful to retail. That means this is useful only for this company. If the same SAP is ERP is used by the retail do not use this because they don't have the production activity. Like that, depending on the what activities the businesses has, they use that respective modules and they ignore the modules whichever they don't want. They don't, whichever the activities they don't have. Let me give a simple example on this again. A simple example, like so you buy mobile phone, right? When you buy a new mobile phone, so that mobile phone built with apps. These apps are inbuilt. These apps are inbuilt in a, like maybe Android or iPhone, any mobile. So, but it's not compulsory that you should use all the apps because it's built. You use the apps which are is useful to you, and you ignore the apps which are is not useful to you. Similar way, the companies which uses SAP, based on the what process they have, they use that respective modules and they ignore the modules which are they don't want. In this today we are talking about these two modules. The topic is which is agenda for this one is this the two modules, financial accounting and controlling. And in short, we call these two modules as FIC. We call these two as FICO. How? The first two letters of financial accounting FI and first two letters of controlling module CO we call FICO. These two modules are designed, as mentioned here, which is used for the reporting, financial reporting and accounting part. We can handle, we can handle. So the financial accounting, which is designed to handle accounting process, like general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, asset, banking, like the activities which are related to accounting, we can handle through this. And controlling model, which is mainly made for the purpose of MIS, Management Information System or Management Reporting. It's a reporting model, financial reporting model. So when you are looking for a job in finance domain with SAP skills, when you are looking for a job in finance domain in SAP, then having these two model skills, that is in short we call SAP FICO, it's mandatory. So when you are looking for a job opportunity in finance domain with SAP, so this is having these FICO skills on your resume is mandatory. So that's the thing. So the FICO skills are mandatory to be there on your resume so that you can expect the job in finance domain in SAP. So before I go to this answer this third question, so I'm going to show you how does this SAP modules look for a minute. Then I'll come back and I'll answer the third question. Yes. So the screen, what you are seeing here, we call this as an SAP home screen. We call this as an SAP home screen. It's also called SAP Easy Access. So here you find different business operations like HR activity, human resources, logistics, accounting like this. Under each operations, you find different modules relating to that operations. Say for example, under HR, human resources, you find different modules which are relating to HR activity. Say for example, like here we have personal management, time management, payroll like this. Under logistics, you find different modules relating to different business operations. Here we have material management to handle inventory activities, sales and distribution to handle sales activities, production process and production activities for production activity control. Like this, every module which is designed to handle different business processes. And these two models which we are talking, that is financial accounting and controlling, which falls under this accounting module. Here you can find this financial accounting and controlling module. These two modules are there. So that we know that this financial accounting is helpful to handle the processes of accounting and controlling modules were designed to handle internal reporting. Now let us move to this third question, important. That is career opportunities. So when you get these skills, you can expect two types of job opportunities in finance domain. Two types of job opportunities in finance domain. So the type one we call SAP end user job. So what is this end user job? So in simple words, we can say this is FLA executive, that is finance and accounts executive. That is you can be in the processes like APAR or something, or else accounting job. In simple words, accounting job you can say. Like you may be like manager level also, like top level also. That when you like whenever you get this type of job in the like they say SAP India job means that we can consider as an accounting job, finance job. So these jobs are offered by SAP user companies. User companies. Who are user companies? The companies which uses SAP software, the companies which uses SAP ERP softwares, that companies we call user companies. Example you can take in India, we can take Reliance uses SAP, Vodafone uses SAP, Tata companies uses SAP, MRF company uses SAP. Like this, lakhs of companies are using SAP around the world. Lakhs of companies are using the SAP around the world. And these companies we call SAP user companies. These companies expects candidate to have these FICO skills, on their resume to offer the job in finance domain, so that maybe you may be a part of any business processes of this finance process, like You may be a part of general ledger accounting or accounts payable, payment section of accounts payable, maybe billing section of accounts billing, or else bank reconciliation, like this. You may be a part of any business process of finance, or else you may handle all the process of the business finance processes. When you get a job with these skills in these companies, we call SAP end user job. This is the type 1. The type 2 job is SAP consultant job. SAP FICO consultant job. What is this consultant job then? So the consultant's main work is to support SAP end users. Their main work is to support SAP end users. Who are end users here? Those who work here in these companies as in accounting and finance department. And this FICO consultant support these end users. That means they do not assist actually, they support. What is that a support? Say for example, a person is working as an user and is trying to do some payments of accounts payable, and he is getting some issues, or else he wants to know something more about SAP, he wants to set up something in SAP. Then this person can connect to this consultant for support to get the solutions related to SAP issues or queries. The consultant responsibility here is to solve the queries of the SAP end users. So these consultants generally work in software companies like IT firms generally. Maybe like you can say like examples TCS, Wipro, Infosys, like this software. So I give a simple example to make you better understand about the consultant job. Because when I say end users, that is accounting and finance executive, yes, most of the people will be having an idea like what type of job you're going to do over there, the processes. But you may not get clarity of okay, what supports they will do, how they work, and what's the importance of them. I'm going to give you a simple example for this to make you understand how consultant job works in SAP. Suppose if you get a health issue, what you do generally, you go to medical like doctor first. Like maybe if you get a high fever or something, we go to medical doctor first, then we go to medical shop, then we go to medical shop. Here, medical shop is a person who is a seller of medicine, and you are the person who wants to buy the medicine. That is a seller, and you are the buyer. Being a buyer, you know that medicines which is required to cure your health issue that's available in medical shop. That being a buyer, you know that if you go there directly, you can get that medicines. But if you directly go there, the problem is you do not know what medicine to be taken. That's the reason we go through to the doctor, we get diagnosed and get prescription, and we go to medical shop. That means if you directly go to medical shop, you know that medicines are available. You do not know what medicine to be taken. That's the reason you go through the doctor. You cannot skip the doctor here to get the medicines. The similar way, when companies like this SAP user companies, the companies which uses SAP, if any company decides or else wants to use SAP ERP, they do not directly go to SAP company. They do not directly go to SAP company. They go to SAP consulting companies. Who are SAP consulting companies? Where consultant work. These like these companies, they go to the IT firms. Through them, they get connected to SAP company. We know that SAP is a company from Germany which develops ERP software. That's what I said in the beginning. That's what I said in the beginning. Here, the companies which they want to use SAP, if they directly go to SAP company, they can buy the software, not a problem. Say, for example, Reliance wants to use SAP, they can go and buy the software from SAP. But if they directly go there, they do not know how to use it because SAP is not a small software, which I explained here. Yes, it consists more than 50 parallel modules, and it has It's used by different business industries, and based on the requirement, it's going to be set up. So to handle this software, the companies which uses SAP, they must require this consulting companies support, just like a doctor example. So these consulting companies employs these consultants. The consultants' main work is to support these user companies with respect to their activities related to finance. Like I'm talking about FICO model, so I'm using finance for here. That means just how you cannot skip the doctor to get the medicines. The companies which uses SAP, they cannot use the SAP without consultant in the backend. They must have the consultant in the backend. Through them only they can buy their software and they can use their software. So finally, I'm going to give you some brief idea of this both job, like this consulting and user job. So one major thing which you should know here, whether you want to be a consultant, whether you want to be in this one, you require finance and accounting skills. That means to work as an end user or to work as a consultant, you require only finance and accounting skills. You do not require any technical skills to be a consultant, because so when I say consultant work in software companies, it doesn't mean that you should be a software engineer or you should know the development coding. No, not required. So you don't require, no technical skills are required to be a consultant. You take my example. I work as a consultant. I introduced about myself in the beginning. My education background is BCom MBA. I have no technical idea and it's not required also. I work in software company. This is the reality. The only difference mainly you see here, if you are an end user in SAP, you work in front end of SAP. If you are a consultant, you work in back end of SAP. That's the major difference. What is this front end and back end? Let me show you in SAP only, so that you get more clarity. This front end means, so I'm going to show you now this. What is this front end? Where the end users works. What is this consultant? What is this back end? And where the consultant works in SAP only. I've opened up two screens now. The same screen. The one screen what you're seeing in the left side is which I already explained about. Okay, there are some many modules are there depending on the requirement companies uses. Under logistics we have modules to handle materials and sales, and other under HR we have modules to handle HR activity, under accounting we have modules to finance activity. In other page, I'm going to open up one backend screen of SAP with a transaction code called SPRO. What is this transaction code? We call it T code. You better understand when you start your journey with SAP what is this transaction code, what is the use of that. But let us try to understand what is this front end and back end. So we have two screens here. One is SAP Easy Access. This we call it as SAP front end. We call this as SAP front end, and this is Display MG. We call this as SAP back end. If you work as an end user, you work in this front end. That means if you're an accountant, finance executive, work here. If you're a consultant, you work here in the display in the back end. What is the similarity here? The main important thing what you should know. You see the models, whatever the models you see here, like financial accounting, controlling, we have models, different models. So the same models also here. So for example, we have financial accounting, the same financial accounting is here. And controlling model, we have same for controlling model. Enterprise controlling, financial supply chain management, like this. Every module, whatever you see here, the same module also here. If any company wants to use anything, if any company wants to use any module, then it must be configured or set up in the by consultant in the backend. That means suppose if a company decides to use this financial accounting, that module to handle the accounting process, then that financial accounting module the processes need to be set up by consultant in the backend. Then only it works in the front end, or else it's useless to the companies to which uses SAP. That means if it does not set up here, it cannot be used here. That means back end may consultant must set up the processes. Then only it works in the back front end. I give a simple example for both of this job so that come to an end. So if you are an end user, say for example, you want to post a journal entry, like if you are in finance executive and you post a journal entry. Let me take like example of stationery debit to bank credit. A simple example of I take an example of like 5 lakh rupees posting. Suppose you are an end user and you want to post an entry of 5 lakh rupees amount, then how you are going to do this? That I'm going to show you this example. Once I post this transaction, then I take up one example for consultant job as well. So one example for this and one example for this I show you so that you get more clarity of what I'm telling. So you do this activity, I'm going to use a company code. So because company code is mandatory in SAP, so I use this B-22 as a company code to do this to show this transaction. So I go now and I post this transaction as a user. As it's a user activity, I go under SAP is access, that is in the front end. I go to this particular application. So under accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, account document entry, I'm going to handle, I'm going to update this. So you can notice here, so the company code is BI-22. Here also you can notice. And update the, so the document date means we can generally we call it as bill date, and the posting date means we call it as like system date. And here I'll pick up this GL, stationery and bank GL I'm going to pick up. I pick up the stationery GL first. That is here. 5100. This is the GL account number. And I pick up bank GL. That is 230000. And it is debit and it is credit. And amount is, as I said, I'm going to enter 5 lakh. There's a cost center is mandatory. Just I'm going to enter that. So you don't need to worry what is cost center as of now. Just it's mandatory that you are going to understand what is cost center in the future class, like when you start your journey with SAP. Don't worry about it. Now you see, I'm trying to enter this. But as soon as I'm trying to post this transaction, I'm getting the system is stopping me here. System is stopping. That means it's saying that you may only post documents up to 2 lakh rupees. That is, you are allocated to user group of the accounting department to which the specified amount restrictions applies. That means there is some restrictions is applied to post this transaction. System is not allowing the accountant to post this transaction. Finance executive, it's stopping. Now, whenever he gets this type of problem, that means he is getting this issue and is not it's not able to, like you can see here. When I try to save this, system is stopping now. It's not allowing to do this. Now, what he can do, so whenever he gets like these issues or queries, whatever he is going to connect to the consultant and saying that, okay, I'm trying to post this transaction, but system is stopping me. So please look into this. Now, the duty of a consultant to analyze and give the solutions for that. Being a consultant, we should give the solution. I'm going to give an example now. How a consultant, how a consultant is going to rectify these issues in the backend. That means now he is trying to post, is stopping. As a consultant, now I go in the backend screen. In the backend screen, I correct that issues and I'll ask him to post this again. So in backend screen as a consultant now, I go to one particular application. So under financial accounting and general ledger accounting, we have one application here, define tolerance group for employees. Under the same module, I go and I find the company code. Company code is BI-22. I find the company code which I'm using for a demonstration. Here, details. Here I have an option here. The company BI-20 uses the upper limit per document. Upper limits for amount per document means the amount per journal entry. The amount per document means amount per journal entry is fixed for 2 lakh rupees. What I do here, I just change it to 5 lakh rupees. That means I'm increasing the limit of posting transaction to the users. That means based on the agreement, like based on the requirement, like management approval and all, we do this. But I'm showing you how to do this. So here in the backend, I change this activity process as a consultant. Where did I do this? I did it in the backend screen. Now after doing this, so I ask the user to do that activity again. So you try now to post the transaction. I'm going to use the same date and same GL accounts, like 50005100000. That's stationary account, and I pick up the bank GL again, and debit and credit, and amount is to 5 lakh and 5 lakh. As I said, I want to update this cost center as a mandatory thing. Enter. Now you see the system is not stopping you. It's become green, and I can post this transaction. That's posted. You can see that the entry got posted. That means it's successful now. And you got to know that how consultants are supportive from the backend. It's just a simple example which I given. Like every process in SAP, the consultant has to set up in the backend so that according to that it works in the front end. That means both work for the finance only. The process setup here happens here, and process will be happen here. So here in our institute, GTR, we are going to train you on these two skills that you are going to get the clarity of, like, so the curriculum is designed in such a way that you are going to get that idea of like how an end user works and how an user consultant works in this. You are going to get this both the skills, and I request you to get that curriculum. The curriculum is which is designed to handle this, so to get these two types of job and how it's going to be handled in real time and other things and all. It's going to be taught. As a final thing, I'm going to wind up this with this. The final thing, if you ask me one difference of these two jobs, it is just like a, if you are working as an end user, you are just like a nurse in an hospital. If you are working as a consultant in the same hospital, you are just like a doctor. You know the difference between doctor and nurse. So the career wise, the consulting is really good, and you can expect worldwide job opportunities. That I request you to check in Google also, as a like a SAP FICO consultant job around the world, because it has really very good career opportunities to get that real time skills and good guidance to get into the companies. I hope it was useful to you all, and it's the end of this session, and Mr. Satish sir is going to take up the further things to explain other things and all to you. And it's time to take up your questions to me, and technically, like whatever you want to ask, you can ask me, and further things he's going to explain. Satish sir will take up. So it's time to take your questions, and you can raise your hand. I'll bring up to the stage, and you can ask me questions, or else you can type your questions in chat. I'm happy to help you. Please, thank you very much. All. Yes, it's time to take up your questions. You can raise your hand so that I'll come to know. I can bring up to the stage to unmute yourself.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Sahel, you can go ahead.
Sir, actually, I have 2 years of experience in embedded field, sir.
Hmm, okay.
So, is my this experience will work in SAP FICO?
No, so the experience will always carry FICO consulting
So,
means, yes.
sir, actually, not completely development. So, I am working as a support engineer, sir, technical support.
Yes, that's what. Yes, if you are a technical consultant, it's going to be consulting career. They're going to consider as an experience, but not to the FICO. So it's not
Okay.
going to be
So, I need to start as a fresher, right?
Yes, but having these experience already, it's going to be a plus point to you. See,
Oh,
the person who is not having any idea of and trying for a consulting job, and the person is already in consulting has some idea of like how that. work nature works and also how these basics and for screen familiarity is already there, it's going to be a plus point to you to just to get into this field. As a fresher also, you're going to will be having more opportunities than others.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine. Thank
That's
you, sir. Thank you for answering.
thank you, sure. Yes. So any other questions? Anybody, please? Yes, Mr. Ravi.
Yes, sir, I am audible, sir.
Yes, you are
Sir,
Ravi. You can go ahead, Ravi.
sir, I am working as accounts domain only, sir. But I don't have experience in SAP FICO.
Hmm.
I think which is the better SAP FICO end user is better or opportunities or a consultant is better opportunities.
See, I always say consulting is very good opportunities. Whether you are working here as a end user, that means now you are working in maybe Tally. So if
Ah,
you're
yes,
working in
sir.
if you're working in Tally means in Tally you are working as an end user only.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
But to handle Tally, you don't require any consultant in the large scale or the big skills are not required. But to handle as a SAP FICO, you require consultant. So if you are already an end user, you know the process of there's accounting. You know the accounting process already. You know the accounting process very good. Only thing is you should know how to apply that accounting processes in SAP, and you can go as a consultant. Okay, going to as a consultant is really good because see, once you complete 2 3 years of experience in consulting, you can expect very good career than other things. That means because you have to get the idea of like how consulting, just like in doctor example, you can take again. Like when you just you completed MBBS and if you come and start your as a doctor, nobody comes to you. But if you get the skills of giving good medicines and other things, obviously everybody rush to you. Just like that, being in this field, understanding with your basic skills, better accounting skills are important. That is, you already have that. You should understand how to apply the skills in SAP as a user, as a consultant. Because as a consultant, you have to understand the user part also. Just like here, a doctor, a nurse cannot become a doctor like end user because he should have a doctorate. But a doctor can become a nurse because he knows how what the nurse will do.
Yes,
Like
sir.
if you try to become a consultant, it's always end user job is open to you. Okay, you don't
Yes,
need
sir.
to worry about. But if you try to become an end user, you cannot become to a consultant because consulting has really good career. Even I was an end user before becoming consultant. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah, nice.
I think consultant have a more opportunities as compared with
Really, really good. You just check it out in Google. You
okay, sir.
really find the jobs as a consultant. A lot of jobs opportunities, not only here in India, around the corners.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Ravi.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Namah Shivaya, right? Om Namah Shivaya. What's your name?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes. Go
Sir, to
ahead.
become a sir, to become the consultant, is it necessary to work on a FICO for 2 years or 3 years?
No, no, no,
Should we have any experience? Is it
no, no.
necessary?
You like even freshers can also try for consulting. So just
Okay.
like you will start as a support executive, then you will become an like you can become an implementation team or something level one, level two like that. It will be there. It's not mandatory that you should have the experience of end user to become a consultant. No, it's not actually wrong. You can
Okay.
directly start your career as a consultant.
Okay. Then how to become the consultant, sir?
That's what you should get that skills. That's the training which is required to you.
Okay.
That's the skills which is required. Like as I said here, to once you get these skills, you can expect the job. Once you get these skills, you can expect these two types of job. In
Okay.
this, to become consulting is really good because many people get confused. Okay, I'm working in SAP. They will be an end user. They don't know actually end users and do not have that much opportunities, career growth comparatively. But consultant should get these skills on your resume. That's the training which is required to you, Vishnu.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Sir,
Then you can. Yeah.
actually, I do not have any experience in this. I'm not. I'm from mechanical engineering background, sir. I do not have any experience. I want to shift my career to SAP. So, which one is the better? Can you
See,
advise me?
I can say you, Vishnu. See, if you are okay with basic accounting skills, okay, at least basic accounting skills, it's made that's it enough. You don't need to be an expert. I mentioned very clearly here for the both the skills you required finance and accounting skills. Okay,
Okay,
and that
okay,
means you to become a consultant you require basic accounting skills like just like what is GL, what is the P&L account, what is balance sheet, how the journal entries are getting posted. These basics are important. If you
okay,
are not comfortable with these basics, my suggestion is, as you are a mechanical engineering, you can ask our counselor to for this MMSD material management module. Okay, so that does
okay,
not require any financial or something, any basic. That means I'm not telling that the basic means fine, like college basics you don't require. Business understanding is more than enough. You can. I request
okay,
you to talk to the counselor. They are going to give you more clarity on that. So which course is best suitable to you? You can take a demo on it also, like material management, sales also, or else production planning. These things which is not required. Only business idea is enough. But for FICO, you must require basic accounting skills. If you're
okay,
comfortable with basic accounting, then you can try for this. This is good one. FICO consultant, where those who have the basics. If you are not, this MM and SD is also really great fields. Then I cannot say only SAP, FICO. So here also you can try this. You can get a demo or else go more details on this without consultant. They're going to,
okay. So, one last question.
yes,
So
please.
I heard that SAP and the projects on SAP mainly comes from USA. In this time, Trump is tariffs are there. And he is increasing the tariffs. So I heard that jobs in SAP are going to decrease. Is it real or?
Whatever you do, right? Say for business has to run their business. Okay, they require SAP. That's one thing. And
Okay,
it's not only from US. I mentioned
okay,
that you can find the job around the corners of the world. You mention any country, almost all the countries uses SAP. The consulting job is there, not only in US. You try for UK, you can try for Sri Lanka, you can try for Bangladesh, you can try for UAE countries, you can try for USA, you can try for Canada, you can try for Africa. You find these jobs, okay? Don't worry about it.
okay,
That's not going to be affected.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I mean opportunities placement after you have provided any placement, sir, support.
That's going to be, they're going to talk. Council is going to talk now. Mr. Etish sir and others are going to talk for about that. They're going to give that idea how they're going to support you with the placement and that things.
This is the parent company, and if you click here, this is verified. Okay, this is the GTR Academy's website. Everything is mentioned on the website, but I'm here to tell you one by one. So the most common question that I was getting was, where are the fresher opportunities, how we can help. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help everyone. So first of all, fresher jobs. Okay, there are global jobs. Every country in the world has SAP. That's for sure. How I can help, or how my academy or your academy can help. So you have to do just one thing. You have to enroll in the course, and you have to enroll in the course. Then the next thing you have to do is, there are different roles, like SAP associate consultant, you can see, right? Support role, super users, there are executive managers, manager roles, consultant, SAP end user. So different types of roles are there, which Arjun ji already mentioned. My entire concern is how fast and how much can you learn. So since FICO is not a very technical module, it's all about functional knowledge, it's all about how you can engage with us. So what I can do is, I can, yes, yeah, FICO is easily, you can easily learn, Mukunji. I'm seeing your comments on the screen as well. And when you learn FICO, right, the basic concept of FICO has FI, and then it comes to AP, accounts payable, then you have accounts receivable, and the most common topic is asset accounting. Asset accounting is something that asset accounting is something that you will be able to get jobs from. So asset accounting is one of the key topics that will be covered in this FICO session. The next topic is what we are giving you, why to choose GTR Academy in 2025 as a learning and your next partner for the entire FICO course. So we are giving you the key benefits, the beginner to advanced session that is going to be 60 hours. In the market, if you go, right, nobody helps you with the FICO as we will do. So we are giving the beginner session, we're giving 2.5 months for you, and it will be Monday to Friday, right? The next thing is the if I tell you about Anand, Anand has not praised himself, but let me do it for you, Anand. So Anand, what he does is he has 12 years of experience, the top-notch consultant that we have here, and he brings you his 9 years of SAP relevant experience. He is 3 times certified with SAP. If you go anywhere, you'll not find that consultant with that level experience teaching you SAP FICO from the very basic to the very high end level. He's going to go cross modules with SAP MMFI, and related to other modules also, FISD, FIMM, FIHR, and for the consulting, yes, Mukund, you have asked a question. For consulting, the FICO model is one of the best models out there in the market. It always has been and it will be one of the best evergreen modules. There are hundreds of jobs. Just give me a second and I'll show you the next page. And in that you'll find the big four rated jobs as well. So if you go with the GTR Academy course, right, what you will get? You'll get the LMS access. LMS access will be of 1 year. If you miss any session, for example, let's say you have a family emergency, we all come from the same family background, middle class families, we always have some problems, right? If you miss any session, we'll give you the recap. How will it be? If you want to ask any doubts, talk to our guidance counselor. I'll be personally in touch with you. And what will happen with the guidance counselor? You tell anything, it will go directly to the to your mentor, that is Arjun ji. And the certification, we are an NASCOM company. I've already shown you the certificate. We'll also send you the link in the next invite. We have our assurance program of placements. Why? Because we have a 92% placement records in the last 4 years, right? And our hiring partner comes from all the NASCOM partner companies, which also includes EY, PwC, Capgemini, IBM, Infosys, TCS, and so much more. So when you come to GTR Academy, what I'll give you hands-on training with the live real-world scenario of the projects on your own servers. So you will not have to pay a single penny out of the pocket except from the course fees. I'll tell you what course fees is. The course fees is going to be 60,000, but there is an offer going on right now. So I'll give you it at 30,000 rupees, and the next 30 will be charged once I help you get placed. I'll not take any single penny before any placements. So that is what I am offering. I'm only offering knowledge. And if there is any issue that you're not able to pay, I can also help you the payment process. You only have to give 2,000 rupees for a registration. Next, we can get you into the system and we can put it on EMIs. If you're not able to pay EMIs, if you're below poverty line, I can give it to you for free. For me, the top priority is my candidates' knowledge, because here I'm just there to help everyone in the industry. Because my past experience when the consultants were there, they came from many academy, from SAP Street that is in Hyderabad. Most of you might have heard about it, and they don't offer knowledge. I am here to help everyone with knowledge. The next thing, what I am giving is I'm giving a certificate from GTR Academy, which is a NASCOM accredited company. I'm helping you to cut the queue. You will be on the top of everyone. With one phone call, I can give you placements, but I'm not going to do that. Why? Why? Because you need to enroll in the course now, so you can get into these companies. This is a live screenshot. I just made this PPT 30 minutes ago. So these jobs will be still there. If you go on LinkedIn, this is the LinkedIn screenshot I'm showing you. If you go on naukri.com, you have the career restarts program. I have a friend. He's from Hubli, North Karnataka. His name is Imam. So what he did was his mother was sick, right? He had a 6 year age gap, career gap. So that career gap, how we help him fulfill? We went to Infosys. We told, see, you're a hiring partner. This guy has this 6 years gap because of his family's condition. His mother was sick. Restart with Infosys offers something like that. We have other programs in EY, we have other programs in TCS, Accenture, Capgemini, Cognizant, you name it, I have it. So what I'm going to help you with is SAP. Okay. I will be your personal guidance counselor. I'll tell everything one by one. You have to work hard with me as hard as I will work with you. Okay. So the placement assistant, how will you provide it? We'll build your portfolio. I'll make sure that your resume stands out. I'll help you with the perfect 8K friendly, cutting edge diamond shining resume you have ever seen. Then how will you do the mock interviews? I'll help you in that. I'll get you into the negotiation field. So you have 3 resumes at least in your hand. Then how do you negotiate? How do you get that best salary package? We have seen a hike of 200 to 300%. Also, the guy who was in TCS 7.5, his name is Nitin. He's from Hyderabad. He's in PwC right now. I can get him on a call with you guys. You can call to me directly. We can help you with anything, any mentor, anywhere, any world in SAP, any big four you choose, and you will be there with the dream job of your life. The batches starts on the weekend, 14th April. We already have 15 student limit per batch. I'm not going to enroll more. So please book your seats. I think in this session, yes, GTR Academy is everywhere. It's online. Om Namah Shivaya Ji. Okay, so the weekend batch is going to start. The weekdays batch is going to start. So let me come to it. The course starts on 14th April 2025, 7 p.m. to 8:15, because this is a 5 minute window also. So we are 5 days a week for weekdays and on the weekends as well. So we got 5 enrollments as of now, and I think that batch is going to be filled soon. Thank you guys. You have been amazing this session. And here is the number of our training partners, the counselors that will train you, and the sales team as well. You can contact them. We will be there. Thanks, Pragati. Thanks for the feedback. I'm seeing everyone's feedback. It's been lovely.